I'm Patricia Barlow-Irick, and I train wild horses and I teach people how to train wild horses at Mustang Camp here in northern New Mexico. We've trained more than 600 Mustangs and burros for adoption. In 2021, I took on a student and found her a fresh Mustang with the intent of documenting our process. Maria is a statistician in Portland, Oregon. Her special needs rescue dog, June, introduced her to positive reinforcement based training, and she decided to learn to use these same methods with horses. The Jicarilla Ranger District had 3 recently captured horses in the Forest Service holding facility. The gray mare, they said, sweats if you even look at her. The others were calmer. I want the wild one, I said. We brought her home to meet the other animals at Mustang Camp. If you're just joining this story, we recommend starting at the beginning of our Belle Parker playlist. Click here to go there now. Okay, then we went and started test 6.
Yep.
Or in session 28.
Mm-hmm.
Target star. D. Target star. D.
Don't do the bonking.
Don't do the bonking.
Yeah, don't do bonking with your fingers.
Target star.
Make it easy for it to succeed, but don't.
Don't go in. Target star.
D. You need to have your fingers pointed towards her, but you need to let her touch you.
Got it. Target star.
Okay. And so star from the left side.
That's
yes.
close enough.
Yeah. I went for
Star.
close enough.
Okay, eye
That's
on
close
the
enough.
right and left,
We
or just only the left,
only did her left, yeah.
not her right. Okay, ears on
Just
either
the
side.
left.
Just the left. Jaw.
I think I tried jaw on the right. I don't know if we should say I got it.
Okay.
I think we should
do for target
definitely
face.
go.
And we didn't do the buckle yet,
No, we
and then we didn't do anything above that. Cool.
Girl. Target face. D. Target face. D. Target star. D. So smart. Should I try target eye?
You could. I would do jaw first.
You target jaw. D. You target jaw. D.
Take it if you got it.
Jaw.
Try to make it easy for her.
D.
Get this.
Target jaw. D.
You don't reach for it.
Target jaw.
So I still need buckle,
You need the right side.
neck. I need everything on the right side, I
Mhm.
think.
Buckle, neck, shoulder, withers.
What about chest? That's on this list, is that
You can do chest, yeah. It's not on this list, but it's a good plan.
chest?
I don't do anything because they're still pretty fresh.
Yeah.
You know, they're not. They can't really handle too much, so I don't do anything past the withers
Got it.
because I don't want them to ever get way past me and be tempted to get scared, jump, and kick.
Yeah.
Just out of fear.
Alright, so I need to do
Change your bag.
face, star, jaw, eye, ears on the right side. And then I need to do buckle, neck, chest, shoulder, withers on both sides.
Right. And the buckle, you don't need to do the two-handed buckle because we come back in task 14 and do that again. But it does help them to learn buckle. And it's right behind the ear kind of thing. Okay, I think we're all good. Is there anything about that we need to alert on? Well, we did change her pen setup today, so we gave her a lot more space.
Yeah.
Hopefully she's in it, and hopefully she calms down.
Yeah. We also talked about putting her in with Frankie
Yeah,
which might be.
we might try that.
Uh-huh.
But that just means that when we're going to train him, we have to get Frankie
Out of there.
somewhere. Because Frankie's so annoying.
All right, so
Okay.
I need to move on to those, and then what's 6.2 to push the head under the hand.
Right. But and she can do that. You know, you're gonna do star, star, star. Then you're gonna start doing duration on star a little bit, but not too many times because you don't want to get her stuck there.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna just start doing that push, feeling for that.
But I'm not moving my hand. I'm asking her
Right.
to move her head, which
Right.
is hard.
Right. So I noticed that was hard for you right at first because you wanted to boink them.
Yeah.
What I call boink them is take your two fingers and go doink.
What you wanted to
Yeah.
do, really.
I also thought it was hard when especially when I was trying to get jaw, when she was wrangling her head all over my hand and not really knowing where to put my hand back to kind of restart. And I think maybe it's just drop your hand and then bring it back up.
Yeah.
Would have been a more seamless
That
option than trying to keep my hand in one spot and keep saying.
Yeah, you always want to take the stimulus away and then represent it for them as an opportunity for them to look at it with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, but it's, you know, just being aware that they could touch here and they don't know the difference between whether they've touched your fingertips or your thumb. So it's really, you got to kind of control that.
Good girl.
Now add the eyes.
So good. What?
Now add the eyes.
Hold on, let me give her 2 bites. That one was a really good one. Wait, 3 bites.
Just be careful not to poke her in the eyes.
Target eye. Eat. Target eye. Eat.
Now go back to the one she knows.
Target face. Eat. Target star. Eat. Target jaw. Eat. Good girl. Target eye. Eat. Target face. Eat. Target eye. Eat. You like eye. I don't know why. Target jaw. Eat. Good girl. 2 bites for jaw. 2 bites for jaw. Target star. Eat.
So this was session
29.
29? Okay. So let's watch a few minutes of it. So describe what's happening in the pictures.
So we were doing targeting of body parts, and I was starting out with ones that she'd done yesterday, which were face, star, jaw, ear, and eye.
Okay, let's go back to that for just a second. Let's go back, just because we're there. We don't want to have to.
Scoot a little bit so I don't get your back.
Yeah, it's tough. Okay, watch what your hands are doing. Okay, so. Okay, now watch this one. This one's weirder.
Yeah.
So that's when I say this.
That looked like you touched. Scoot a little bit so I
Yeah, it's like.
back. There you go.
It's like, I'll let you watch me. So see, her ears are still forward there.
Yeah.
Good girl. That was very good. Target ear.
But I'm just doing the one she can do.
Try buckle.
Later on, it didn't matter.
Girl.
Looks
I
like
don't know
this.
how you know that. Amazing. And target face. Eat. Target jaw.
So she's still in a good mood here.
And target eye.
Ears are forward.
Eat. Target ear. Eat. Should we go to the other side?
No neck.
Neck first. Target neck. Eat.
Okay, that I would say that was like the first.
Target eye.
Slam into me.
Eat. Target ear.
See, and that nose just pushing towards you. I think it developed
No neck.
from that
Neck first.
activity. So let's watch it.
A little scary, no? Ready? Two bites. Target neck. Feet.
That was okay, yeah.
Two bites. Target neck. Feet. Good girl. That was very cool. Very cool. Target face. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Target ear. Feet.
That's right.
Target eye. Feet. Good girl. Target star. Feet. That was a little pokey. Target star. Feet. That wasn't pokey. Target neck.
There she's,
No sound detected.
I think because it's trying to pick up the thing and it's too quiet.
Ready? Target neck.
Now try to let her neck move, because she's kind of getting ready to bite you.
Okay, so I want to go back.
Yeah, we
and
gotta
look
watch
at that.
Ready? Target neck.
Her neck.
Feet.
Now try to let her neck move, because she's kind of getting ready to bite you.
Okay. Did you see that nose thing?
Ready? Target neck.
See, I think it's too long. No, it's okay.
Feet.
Okay.
Now try to let her neck move, because she's kind of getting ready to bite you.
Okay, that was biting at you. Just go back before that one.
Target jaw. Hey, don't do that. Feet.
So that was a little bit of a nose shove, but and the ears weren't.
You kind of been
real
really
forward,
forcing her
they weren't
for
real
it,
far
so.
back.
Got it. Target face.
That was a no
Feet.
shove too, right?
Target jaw. Feet. Target
That
neck.
was a bite.
Yeah, there she's tried to
Feet.
bite you.
That look better?
Triple feed that.
So probably at that
That was
point,
great.
let's see what could we have done instead.
Target neck. Feet.
Try shoulder.
Target shoulder. Oops. And target. Oops. And target shoulder.
Do neck some more.
Target jaw. Feet. Target neck. Feet.
Well, I think a little bit of one thing is because she's not super great at task 3. I'm not in the best position for getting a target neck or a target shoulder.
You can do it from standing right in front. Really, you can do the target neck. You can't do target shoulder. But we're still on neck there, right?
Yeah, but if you're standing in front, you're like
Yeah, but
awkwardly
you can-
reaching
But
around.
you can still do it. And they don't really care.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not that we're back in her space because she's clearly still way behind you.
I think I was in my head was trying to get back in her space though, because
let's look at it again. So that was a good one there. 157. There she tries to bite at 202. And that's
and I
what,
just reached out at that time and gave her the neck. Like I would not say that one was a good
Try
neck.
to let her
It
neck
was me trying to
move, 'cause she's
Yeah.
trying to
kinda getting
give her
ready
an
to bite
idea. Like this is what I'm looking for. Should I not done that?
well, it's interesting because I think, let's see, we're back at 150 here. And
You've kind of been really forcing her for it, so.
so what did she just do? Okay, so
That's
you
down.
took your hand away. You did
Triple
target
feed
neck. She moved
That's
it back a little bit. You took your hand away. She bit at you, and then
I tried again.
Tried again and just touched her right away. Her ears are kind of half back.
Yeah.
At that point. She doesn't look super angry, but she just tried a bad, aggressive move on you.
Yeah. So then I just completely rewarded her for nosing into me.
Your
Yeah.
neck's more.
And there she's totally doing the bad behavior. So, and that's at 2:13.
I don't feel like, though, this bad behavior started in this session.
The biting?
Like the going into me with her nose.
Oh, well, we actually trained that behavior with our hand on it.
But when she was not successful in other rounds,
Mm-hmm.
I think that she was already starting to display
do that.
this behavior.
Yeah, and it could be her personality is part of it. So we're just gonna have to really watch it and try to let her neck move.
But I also need a plan for when I'm in there
Yeah,
and she does it.
yeah. That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Because now she's
So
just
like
trying to.
that to me
move.
is like a very common thing that she's been doing to me. She's
Mhm.
not successful.
She's kind of been reinforcing her for it. So.
Not even that jaw.
Yeah, that was two. Triple feed that. That was great. She moved over. She didn't put her nose towards you. That's why I thought it was good, even though her ears were back.
I was gonna say her ears are totally bad.
Her shoulder. And I wonder, I had this thought that she's kind of the confusion with her and the previous trainer, with you and the previous trainer.
No, I don't have my hat on in this session.
No, you did not have a hat on, but she still may have you associated, and maybe that's why she doesn't act that way towards me, is because she doesn't have that anger.
Yeah, but you didn't
From
go in and
before.
do the same thing I did. You went in and started
Oh,
petting her and feeding her.
But I haven't. You're saying that she's been doing that to you, and I'm saying I don't think she's ever done that to me.
Well, I think maybe a big difference between us is when she starts doing something, I don't have another idea for a strategy.
Yeah.
So I keep doing the same thing,
Yeah.
which frustrates her
Yeah.
and puts me in this I don't know what else to do, where if
Yeah.
she does a kind of icky thing or she's not really
I
doing something,
immediately switch gears.
yeah, you know exactly what something else to do.
Yeah.
And so I think, to me, that I don't know if she associates me with the other trainer, but I see that as a big problem. Is every time you go in after I've been doing something wrong, you don't start doing the same thing. You switch gears.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I see
with that, it was really important to say you're not going to get reinforced with your ears back.
Yeah, for sure.
And if I continued doing the same thing, that's what she would have done. So she needed to switch gears.
Yeah, and I just don't feel like I have a tool belt of gear switching.
Yeah.
And
so I think but the thing to do is when you notice things aren't working,
Yeah.
is to break the session and stop and regroup.
Okay.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like a really important thing, no matter what. Is like just stop and throw some hay down and walk out and see if you can figure out, well, what's another possibility.
Cool. Yeah.
That's what I would do, I think.
And you'd put hay down, even though it's kind of rewarding.
I would, unless
it was
really
real bad.
wanted to punish her.
Yeah.
If I wanted to punish her for that behavior, if I wanted to terminate the session with the clear message, that was so uncool. But yeah, so at this point, you could, after the first time she bit at you might have been a good time to do that, but we just like look at it and go, well, is she going to do that again?
Yeah.
Because she's clearly in an emotional state. Now she's really putting her head back and really bumping on you.
And then, I mean, and I think this is also a mistake. We have her upset, and now I'm going for her shoulder.
I think she's overly motivated, which is, it's a positive and a negative. It's not.
But don't you think that, like, she's showing that she's not doing this, and then I'm extending to a more uncomfortable position? Was like maybe a bad choice?
She does better right there because you're doing that. I moved to where she has to step to do it, and then reinforce just the step before she even touches. She says, no, you're not going to give me between you and... Come up with a plan for Belle's aggression, looking at spirit. So, want to describe it?
Yep. We're going to start out on the left side, and I am going to require Belle Parker to be in the position where I'm facing her, and she is, I guess I'm lined up with her jaw, kind of between her jaw and her neck. Is that what you would say?
I would be at her jaw.
At her jaw. So I'm not playing the game with her when she's faced up to me or when I'm in front of her. And so once she enters into that position, then I'm going to start with some of her easier targets. And if she leaves that position, I'm just going to let her know that I'm not playing the game anymore in front of her. And then if she reaches in towards me, I'm going to remove the target and let her know that that's also not how we're going to play the game. And then if she actually reaches down to bite at me, then I'm going to step back and take a 10-second break before going back in.
With a little monkey chatter.
With a little bit of monkey chatter, meaning I'm going to say things like, I don't really like that. I don't want to play the game with you like that. If you want to play...
Monkey chatter.
What?
Monkey chatter.
Okay, I don't like that one bit when you do that. It's got to look a little different.
You do not sound like a screaming chimpanzee.
Oh, I'm supposed to be...
I'm supposed to... irritated because what are they doing? Why are you doing that?
Oh, okay. I'm going to be a little bit more like, hey, what are you doing? I don't like that.
Yeah.
Does that sound better?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
It's moderate. It's not scary. It's moderate.
I'm afraid to be more scary.
Okay, but then if she actually really takes a swipe at you, then you're gonna walk out of the pen.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
And if we have to go back and teach her a little bit more patience, we'll go back to task 3 in the square pen. And that's kind of going to be our default, is that if she gets more aggressive, that we're just going to, it's time to go live in the square pen.
Got it. And then another thing that we did between this session and the previous session, or the session we're going into, is we actually gave her a little bit more of her normal food.
Yeah.
To potentially make her a little less eager.
Yeah, a little less overly motivated.
Yeah, make sure your target's
Okay, let's try it.
Space. Don't pull her in.
Right here. Target face. Deep. Target jaw. Deep.
Turn your body sideways a little bit more towards, so your arms towards me.
Like this.
Yeah, and then put your target way out there. Way out there.
Target face. Deep.
So you quit pulling her in. That's okay, I've moved.
No, June.
That was me moving. But you've got to offer the target way out of your space. Yeah. You got to offer the target way out of your space, because you keep offering it so close.
So it's bringing her
Yeah, so it's bringing her in.
in. Okay.
Okay, and that was because I shifted my body, and that's what made her move. So let's go back and
I have a little bit of nervous energy
Yeah.
now too.
yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put your shoulder towards her and offer those targets way over there, way over there. You're gonna get fed way over
So
there.
I'm not gonna be like this, how we discussed it. I'm gonna be like this.
Yeah,
Or like, but I'm still gonna be in that back eye.
right.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay. So if you're her, I'm like this, offering. So
Yeah.
Way over there.
right. So the whole focus is at least this far away,
Yeah.
not here.
Yeah.
Because you keep offering the target really close. Let's do it again.
All right. Ready?
We can look at it on the video later.
You wanna play with me? You wanna come play right here? Good girl. We're gonna play right here.
That bucket's kind of in the way. Green bucket.
Should I move the bucket or try to just move her?
Or just walk towards me, yeah. That's good.
Can you target face? Deep. Target face? Deep. Target star? Deep. Target star? Deep. Target face? Deep. Target face? Deep. Target star? Deep. Target star? Deep. Target face? Deep. Target jaw? Deep. Target face? Deep. Target face? Deep. Target face? Deep.
Now start leading her by her jaw, getting her to follow you.
Okay. Target jaw? Deep.
Good. That was really good.
Target jaw? Deep.
We can just keep doing that.
Target.
That's okay.
Target face? Deep. Target jaw? Deep.
She's too much in your space, but get out of her space and target. Yeah, because you're so slow,
Okay.
and so that's why she's moving in.
Deep. Target face? Deep. Target star? Deep. Target jaw? Deep.
Move back from her a little bit.
Target jaw? Deep.
Move back from her again.
Target jaw? Deep.
That's good. See that? Yeah, you're doing good.
Deep.
Okay, this was on session 30.2 where we were working on task 6. How did it go?
It did not go wonderful, but I think there was definite improvement. First kind of piece was I was nervous going in, kind of after our debriefing talk from the previous
You'd be better off if you're not
session.
so much in front of her
It
and
really
you turned
seemed
your body
like
a little bit more.
I needed to up the reinforcement a lot in
Yeah.
order to keep her kind of happy.
Yeah, so you tripled the rate of reinforcement.
Yeah.
Now
And
change
I
your bag and do
also
the other side.
was
She
just
was doing good.
reinforcing as fast as I could.
You
I
were
was
doing
asking
good.
for the body parts that she knew on either side and reinforcing as fast as I could. I also made my handfuls a little bit bigger so that her mouth
That looks
stayed
really
full between the time when I could add hay and get a
She
targeting.
got real happy about that.
Yeah, she liked the bigger handfuls. The target jaw, I still felt like I was in the wrong position, kind of, and I was almost.
You did some of them where they were really good, and the more you turned and then you just moved your body kind of in a natural way away from her,
Yeah,
that worked really good. And what I would really like is, move over here to target your jaw, move over here to target your jaw. But she's so quick to get a little pissy and frustrated about it that you've got to present it like right away. So you've got to be in place and present it
yeah,
before she has time to think.
yeah, and I really felt like the ones where the jaw was successful, where it was her jaw and not her nose kind of sliding in, were the ones where I was so quick in presentation.
Yeah.
And her mind was occupied.
Yep. And then you did buckle, and she totally
She loves
accepted.
buckle.
Yeah, she totally was good on the buckle.
Buckle feels like one that she's happy with.
But neck was a different story, wasn't it?
Target eye? Deep.
Her mouth is so full.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That is great.
Target jaw.
Yes, it's
Deep.
working.
I actually made my bites a little bit bigger.
It's
Target
working
ear.
really good.
Deep. Target star. Deep. Target face. Deep.
Start making her move to get the jaw.
Okay.
But just don't back up into the bucket.
Target jaw. Oops.
Jaw. Do it again.
Target jaw. Oops.
Feed her. Just because it's kind of your mistake. So,
I'm going to bring her forward. So
yeah, and then do it again.
Target jaw. Deep.
And then move farther away. Jaw.
Jaw. Deep.
Yeah, keep doing that. Just keep moving right angle to her. Just put your hand out. Give her the opportunity to be successful.
Okay.
You're looking worried.
Target face. Deep. Target jaw. Deep.
That's good.
Target jaw.
Yes.
Deep. Target jaw. Deep.
Good.
Target jaw. Deep.
Neck was definitely a different story.
And do you think it was just how far
was
you
into
were
your
back
space,
on
you
her
just
neck, or
drop the
was
target
it
and move out.
actually something else about it?
I mean, I think we definitely know that she hasn't really wanted me too far back on her body.
Mm-hmm.
And so neck feels like the next step of moving back on her body from jaw.
Yeah.
I'm sure there were things that I was doing that contributed to the issue, but to me it feels like the main
That was a
issue
little
is that
nosy.
she still doesn't really want me, or she's still not super comfortable with me in that position. Her preferred position is as much in front, keeping
Yeah.
me as much in front.
Yeah, if you got in that position, she would not just stand there and wait to see what you asked
Yeah.
for her to
That's
do.
good.
She would get out of that position.
Yeah.
First thing, she's motivated to leave that position.
Move away from her
And I
to
think
do a
that's
jaw.
another awkward piece of it is I get to a point where I could ask for a neck because I'm in a better position, but the first thing she does is move her feet so that I'm out of that position.
Yeah.
And then I'm asking for the neck, but she's moved into the other position.
Yeah, and the other thing was that every time she got between you and me, she couldn't hang in there.
Yeah.
That's when she would get really the worst agitation. She would get a little bit agitated over there for some reason. I don't know, but it wasn't very much. And then as she came closer and closer, she was good until she made that turn, and then she was between you and me, and then that she had to go.
Yeah.
But she's hungry as a
Horse.
I would say a tiger or something ravenous.
Yeah.
Some kind of dinosaur creature. I don't know.
Maybe there is a baby in that belly.
Yeah, I've had that happen because it looks kind of big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 bites. That one was perfect. That was such a good one. Target face. Deep. Target ear. Deep. Target eye. Deep.
She really looks calm now.
Target jaw. Deep.
As long as her mouth is totally stuffed, she's really calm.
Target face. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target face. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target ear. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target face. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target face. Deep. Target eye.
Next time her mouth is really full, try her neck.
Okay. Target face. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target neck. Deep.
Do it again.
Target neck. Deep. Target neck. Oops. Can you come back up here? Target face. Deep. And target neck. Deep. Target neck. Oops. I didn't really like that. That was coming into my space. Come on, target face. Deep. Target ear. Deep. Target star.
Don't let her do another one like that.
What?
Don't let her do another one like that.
Where she came in.
Yeah, just keep going.
Target
Don't stop.
Face.
Because that's what gets her upset.
Back. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Target
So with her, you got to just keep training and have a conversation at the same time.
jaw. Feet. Yeah, for sure. Target ear. So her ears are totally back.
Yeah, but she's not mad.
Face. Okay.
She's
Target star. Feet. Target face. Feet.
So this is session 31.
Target ear. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Good jaw. That was very good though. 2 bites. Target jaw. Feet. Good girl. Very good. Target face. Feet. Target eye. Feet. Target star. Feet. Target jaw. Feet.
Beware the bucket right behind you. Maybe grab the bucket and put it to the side.
Feet. Belle Parker, I'm gonna grab this bucket. Are you ready? Target face. Feet. Target star. Feet. Target eye. Feet. Target ear. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Good girl. 3 bites. That was so good. That was so good. Target jaw. Feet. Good girl. Target face. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Target star. Feet. Target eye. Feet. Target neck. Feet. Good girl. Good girl. Target face. Feet. Target star. Feet. Target eye. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Target neck. Feet.
Pretty good.
Target jaw. Feet. Target neck. Feet. Good girl. 2 bites. 2 bites for that. Target eye. Feet. Target face. Feet. Target neck. Feet. Target face. Feet. Target neck. Feet. 2 bites. Target jaw. Feet. Target face. Feet. Target star. Feet. Target ear. Feet. Target eye. Feet.
Don't forget buckle.
What?
Don't forget buckle.
Target buckle. Feet. Good girl. Target jaw. Feet. Target neck. Feet. Target face. Feet. Target star. Feet. Target neck. Feet. Good girl. 2 bites. 2 bites. Target buckle. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Target face. Feet. Target star. Feet. Her ears are kind of backy.
Yeah, she's okay. She's not trying to bite.
Target jaw. Feet. Target eye. Feet. Target neck. Are you ready? Target jaw. Feet. Target face. Feet. Target eye. Feet. Target face. Feet. Target jaw. Feet. Target neck. Feet. Target face. Feet.
Just
Target jaw. Feet.
so if she gives it a good neck, do multiple necks and give her multiple bites.
Target jaw. Feet. Target neck. Feet. Good girl. Very good neck.
Do another one right away.
Very good neck.
More neck. More neck.
Target neck. Deep. Ooh, bites. That was pretty good.
It pays so good. She's gonna do it more. You know, just
Target face. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target neck. Deep. 1, 2. Ooh, bites. And 3 bites. Target neck. Deep. 1 bite. And 2 bites. And 3 bites. Target buckle. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target neck. I didn't like that so much. Let's try target face. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target neck. Deep. 1 bite. And 2 bites. And 3 bites. Target jaw. Deep. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target face. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Target neck. Deep. 2 bites. Target ear. Deep. Target ear. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target face. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target neck. Target neck. Deep. Target face. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target neck. Deep.
double.
Target neck. Not right now, or the donkeys are. Target star. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Good girl. Good girl. Target face. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Ooh, bites. Target neck. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target star. Deep. Target eye. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Ooh, bites. Target ear. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Ooh, that was really nice. Target face. Deep. Target ear. Deep. Target jaw. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Bites. Target neck. Deep. Ooh, bites. Target jaw. Oops. And target jaw. Target jaw. Deep. Target star. Deep. Alright, I'm all done. Good job, Belle Parker. Target face. Deep.
Yep.
Session
Task
32. We are still on task 6. She's got her face targeting well.
Session 32.
But when I walked into the session today, my main goal was targeting neck. But she started actually doing that very well, which was an improvement from session 31. But
I really liked how you focused on it
June.
and you kept
June,
building
stop.
that history of reinforcement. I thought that was really good.
yeah, I think a problem that I was doing on yesterday's TET 31 is when something didn't go well, I went right back to targeting the face, which is the easiest one. And so before going into that session, we talked about when I'm asking for the part that's kind of the edge of where she's comfortable, to not go back to the easiest if she doesn't get it. Go to the one that's very close to it, give her a success there, and then get one neck under the belt. And then after you have one under the belt, quickly give it again with high reinforcement in order to really make that place something that's very valuable to her. You know, the jaw versus the neck are pretty close. So the fact that she's comfortable with the jaw, moving to the neck isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, and I think you did a really good job of that, because, and that was a problem yesterday, is you just kept going right back to the easy place.
Yep.
Which, if you remember the pre-mac reinforcement, asking them to do something that they know how to do and they're likely to do is reinforcing. So her targeting her face is reinforcing for any behavior that occurred before that. And if what the behavior occurred was refusing to let you touch something,
Yeah.
then that you're going to get more of that. You've just reinforced it.
Yeah, that's complex pre-mac right there.
Yeah.
Another thing is, yesterday I was trying to get her to target the face more because I was using that to help position her.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about how I really needed to move my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
And you
think
did
I did perfect
No,
today,
you did
but
a
I
really
was
good
better,
job.
and I felt
Yeah.
myself moving.
I did not notice the two of you get stuck at any time.
Yeah.
You know, whereas yesterday you kept kind of getting stuck in places, but this time everything just flowed.
Yeah.
So I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Another, you know, she still doesn't love going in between us. And so yesterday I was getting stuck in that kind of in between.
Yeah, but this time you just took her on through and said, let's start over here.
Yeah, and that was a good strategy that you gave me this morning. Just, I'm playing the game over here, come play over with me, which is here. And I thought she responded really well to that.
Yeah, she did. She totally got it.
Yeah.
That she just needed to come up and start the game again.
Yep. So after we had neck pretty successful, we moved to shoulder, and shoulder on the left hand side, I think we worked towards it being okay. Mm-hmm. Her at least leaning into the shoulder.
Yeah.
One of the things we talked about was wanting her to actually step a little bit forward with the shoulder, and I really didn't get success on either side with that.
No, she was willing to step laterally with those feet, but we really would like her to come forward.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll look at a little video of Tesla targeting his body parts, because he does a really exemplary job of.
Cool.
Can I have your ears? Deep. Can I have your jaw? Deep. Can I have your neck? Deep. Can I have your shoulder? Shoulder. 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 Deep. Good. Can I have your withers? Withers. Deep. Can I have your chest? Chest. Deep. Can I have your jaw? Deep.
3 seeds. That was a good shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next step is trying to get her to do her shoulder with a little bit of forward, or with a full forward step.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And another thing that we talked about between yesterday and today is she kind of yesterday was acting a little aggressive towards us when she was not successful.
Yeah. And she didn't do that at all with you this time.
No. And I think, you know, we talked about how one of the keys of that were kind of keeping her successful. Mm-hmm. Like at this point in her training, when she's unsuccessful, she goes into kind of angry frustration.
Yeah.
Or we're thinking that's where she's going.
Since so after you were done and I stepped in the pen and gave her a little bit more challenge.
Yeah.
You know, she
Belle
bit at
Parker
me.
the
She
diva.
snapped at me, but it wasn't
Belle
a
Parker
real
the diva.
threatening bite, but it was definitely a little like, you know, I'm really frustrated with you bite.
Yeah. And so we are at this point stuffing her face, as we've called it, to keep her focused and motivated.
Mm-hmm. It's also really hard for her to bite when her mouth is full.
Yeah. So that's where we're at.
Okay, good.
She's very aware that that's not a cool place. Her ears go back when you do that.
So I gotta just speed it up.
No, you were doing great on it. And feeding it 3 times is really good.
Target buckle. Eat. Target ear. Eat. Target neck. Eat. 1, 2 for neck.
The neck should only pay 1 from now on.
Target neck. Eat. Target shoulder.
Her ears are back. She's like, I don't know.
Eat. That's a 3 banger. 1, 2. Look at those ears. They look happier. Target neck. Eat. Target face. Eat. And target star. Eat. And target buckle. Eat. Target shoulder. Oopsies. One try again. Target shoulder. You got this. Come on, sweetheart. You got it. Eat. That was slight.
There's an interesting
Target face.
view of her, what she just did. We'll look at it on the...
Target star. Should I not have rewarded?
No, it was really good. But you could just see so much emotion in her.
Yeah. Target eye. Eat. Good girl. You're an emotional lady. Target neck. Eat. Target neck. Eat. Target face. Eat. Target buckle. Eat. You're so good at buckle. Target shoulder. Eat. Oh, very good.
Now ask her to come forward to touch your on shoulder. So you're going to hold it slightly in front, so she's not just going sideways, she's going a little bit forward.
Target face. Eat. Got it. Target face. Eat. Target buckle. Eat.
So it's almost like chest, but it's...
Target shoulder. Target shoulder. Sweetheart, you got this. Oops.
She didn't like shoulder, so give her a little time out there for arguing about.
A little bit unhappy for me. Are you ready? Target face. Eat. And target eye. Eat. Target face. Eat. Target neck. Eat. One turn away. Target shoulder. Eat. Amen.
Yeah, and then she didn't look angry.
You didn't look angry. Good girl. Target shoulder. Eat. Oh, that was very good, Belle Parker. That's a 3 banger. Want to do a quick neck? Target neck. Eat. Target shoulder. Eat. Good girl.
Start counting those when you give them to her.
Target face. Eat.
When you're counting out the prize
Target
money.
jaw. Eat. 1 for you. Target neck. Can I get target neck?
Not so important to count 1, but count 3.
Eat. Good girl. Good target neck. Target shoulder. This is for 3. Come on, you got it. You got it. Target shoulder.
Relax your fingers. They're vibrating.
Let's come back up. You ready? Target face. Eat.
Put your fingers in a Zen mode.
And target eye. Eat. Am I vibrating? Target jaw. Eat. Target ear. Eat. Target eye. Eat. And target neck. Eat. And target shoulder. Eat. 1. Good girl. 2 for a good girl. 3 for a good girl. Target shoulder. 1 for a good girl. 2 for a good girl. 3 for a good
Do it again.
Can you target shoulder? Give me your shoulder. Can you target shoulder? Can you target your shoulder? Okay. Take a break for a second. You just want to take a little quick break?
Don't start on the face again. Start on the neck, maybe.
Target neck. Eat. Target neck. Eat. You want to come spin around here? I'm going to go walk around so you don't get behind.
She's doing great.
Can you target eye? Can you target ear? Can you target neck? Can you target neck? Can you target shoulders? That's 1. Shoulders are worth 2 and 3. Target buckle. Target shoulder. You still want to play with me? Target neck. Girl. Target face. Target shoulder. Good. That was pretty good. That's worth 2 bites. And that is worth a 3rd bite. I'm going to get back a little bit. Target jaw. We're going to get back a little bit too. Target neck. Target shoulder. That's 1 bite. That's 2 bites. That's 3 bites. Want to do shoulder for 3 bites? Target shoulder. Very good. 1 bite. And 2 bites. And 3 bites for Belle Parker. Target shoulder. Very good. 1 bite. And 2 bites. Shoulder's kind of a jackpot, huh? And 3 bites. Target buckle. Good girl. Target neck. Good girl. Target shoulder. And 1 bite for Belle Parker. And 2 bites for Belle Parker. And 3 bites for Belle Parker. Target face. Target ear.
So you're going to go on the other side in this session?
What?
Are you going to go on the other side in this session?
Sure.
Yeah,
But
just
I should maybe switch out bags.
okay.
So I have a full. Good girl. Target ear. Good girl. Target neck. Good girl. 2 bites for neck right now. We're doing a neck for 2 bites. Target jaw. Good girl. Target face. Target eye. Good girl. Target jaw. Can you target jaw? Can you target neck? Oh, we're right between me and Patricia, huh? You want to come around? target neck. One bite. And two bites. Can target neck. One bite. And two bites for Belle Parker. Target neck. Target neck. Good girl. One bite. Two bites for neck. Target shoulder. Oopsies. Oopsies. That wasn't the shoulder. Hey, silly girl. That wasn't the shoulder. That wasn't the shoulder. You want to target neck? Target neck. Target neck. Target ear. Can target shoulder. Oopsies. Oopsies. Shoulder. And come this way a little bit. And come this way. Can target face. Can target neck. Can target neck. Can target neck. Can target shoulder. One bite. And two bites. And three bites for shoulder. Target shoulder. Good girl. One bite. And two bites. I'm pretty much like her neck shoulder. And
That's fine.
two bites. Target neck shoulder. Good girl. One bite. And two bites. And three bites. Target neck. Can you target the neck? Oopsies, that's not the neck. That's not the neck, silly girl. Can you target neck? Good girl. That's the neck. Target eye. Can you target shoulder? Can you target the shoulder? Oopsies. Oopsies. That's not right. That's not the right one. Here, now we're good. Target jaw. Let's come around over here. Let's come around here. Target face. Target neck. Good girl. Target neck. Target neck. Can you target shoulder? Oopsies. That's not the shoulder. That's not your shoulder. Can you target neck? Can you target shoulder? Oopsies. That's your face again. That's your face, silly girl. Can you target neck? Can you target neck? Can you target shoulder? Oopsies. Oopsies. Can you try again? You want to try again for three bites? Three bites. Are you ready? Target shoulder. Girl. That's worth three bites. That was pretty light on the touch.
She looked a little bit mad, but it was like, you better be giving me the 3 bites.
Are you ready? Target neck. That's worth one bite. Target shoulder. Another shoulder. Oopsies, that's not shoulder. That's not shoulder. You want to do shoulder for 3 bites? You want to do shoulder for 3 bites? Oops. Is that too fast? Target neck. Scare each other a little bit. Target neck. Target shoulder. Oopsies. That's your face and my face. I don't like that. I don't like your face and my face. Target jaw. Target neck. Can you target shoulder? you come over here and play? If you want to play with me. You want to play with me? Target neck. Target neck. Want to do 3 bites for shoulder? Target shoulder. 1 bite. And 2 bites. And should we do 3 bites? Of course, I told you we would. Ready? Target shoulder. Can you target shoulder? Oopsies, I don't like that. That's not where I like your head. That's not where I like your head. You want to target neck? Target neck. Target shoulder for 3 bites. Oh, what a good shoulder. That was worth. That was the first one where I really felt like you got it. Good girl. Should we go again for 3 bites? Target shoulder. Good.
That
girl.
was
That's
good.
1 bite. That's 2 bites. Does he still look angry when I do it? That's 3 bites.
Try getting to step forward.
What?
Hold it right in front so that maybe she'll step forward to get it.
Okay. 2 bites. And 3 bites. Can you target shoulder? Can you target shoulder? Come on, sweetie. Oopsies. Oopsies.
You know where that bony point is on their shoulders. I usually go right in front of that so that I can start getting them to not just go laterally, but go a little bit forward.
Got it. Target neck.
You might have to just target it a few times first.
Okay. Can you target shoulder? Is that what you're
That was leaning, yeah. And then if you can get that to turn into a step.
Got it. Target shoulder. Good girl. That is just a little bit, huh? But it's still worth 3 bites. Even trying on the shoulder right now, 3 bites. Can you target shoulder? That's 1. That's 2 bites. And that's 3 bites. Target neck. Can you target shoulder for 3 bites? Can you target shoulder?
Don't reach back, and when she's pulling back, you don't want to reach back and touch her, and then because you'll be reinforcing her pulling back.
Gotcha. Are you ready? Can you target neck? Can you target shoulder? Oopsies. Oopsies. That's not how I want to play.
So what I want you to do is to make it more clear to her that you're going forward from her by stepping a little bit more forward towards your eye so that you pull her into your space.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Ready? Target neck. Target neck. Can you target shoulder? Can you target shoulder?
Step forward even a little bit more. Even if she doesn't touch it, if she steps forward. Point to the shoulder if you can.
Target shoulder? Can you target the shoulder? Oopsies. Can you target your shoulder? What are you doing? What are you doing, silly? Can you target the shoulder?
She's trying to target her face on you.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
She's like, will any of this work? Target neck. Deep. Can you target the shoulder?
Deep. Right there, I bridged because she was really leaning.
I saw that.
Yeah, okay. So pick up any of that.
Okay. Target shoulder. Oopsies, not that. Can you target? Oops. Can you target your shoulder? No, I don't like when you hit your head into mine. I'm gonna be playing right here if you want to come play with me. Want to come play? Good girl. Can you target neck? Can you target the shoulder? Oops, I don't like that. That's not good for me. That doesn't start off very well. You ready?
Yeah, we've done actually 13 minutes on this side too.
Okay.
So let's stop there.
Good girl. Good girl.
The timing could have been,
What?
it would have been a little bit better to touch her before you bridged.
Yeah.
That was good.
Sorry. I got that in my head. Turn it on. Turn it down.
Let's try this. Let's put walking forward to target nose. And then that walking forward might get more, make more sense to her.
Target face. Deep.
Now do the shoulder.
Target face. Deep. And target shoulder. Target shoulder. Deep. Good girl. Got her a little bit.
Now we're only going to lure one more time is your limit. So choose wisely.
Okay. Target neck. Deep. Target neck. Deep. Target neck. Deep.
She's on it.
She's on it.
On neck.
Target shoulder.
Deep. So I'm going to bridge any step forward.
Okay. So now there's no more luring.
Yeah. I'll just bridge any step forward.
Where are you going?
Deep. Try it again.